same ad hominem shitty attacks directed towards any genuine criticism regarding Rings of Power. Different fucking day. Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm back with another video, and I can't believe I had to make another video about this, but the same ad hominem attack, one I made a video on not even really a month ago, claiming we would be calling this scene right here on screen, the scene where Eowyn defeats the Witch King, woke. Tolkien fans would be calling this scene woke if the movies were made today. Hell, even if the books were published fucking today, pretty much, we'd be calling it woke, pretty much. According to these people, they have no genuine rebuttals against any of the criticism directed towards the precious Rings of Power, so they lob these ad hominem attacks towards us, pretty much. So, I quote tweeted it and said, no, because it's in the book. So basically, get new fucking material. And I say get new fucking material because, again, I made a video about this a month ago. The ad hominem attacks were starting. They were ramping up because in the month's time, Rings of Power is going to be dropping, pretty much. So they had to get the narrative spin going. So I say, get new fucking material, pretty much. It's in the book, right there, and I take a picture of my text. Literally of my text. And here's one of the responses I got. If that very book were new today, you'd call it woke. So if that book, again, so basically I said, if it were published today, pretty much, we'd be calling it woke as well. And that's the argument I get here. Or I say argument very fucking loosely. That's the claim here. If that very book were new today, you'd call it woke. Alright? So, I quote tweet him. Nice try, sweetheart. But what you and your ilk failed to comprehend is good character development, which is what Tolkien gave Eowyn throughout her arc in Lord of the Rings. It didn't matter she was a woman. It didn't fucking matter. She could have been a man for all we fucking cared. A halfling, an elf, a dwarf. It didn't fucking matter. It did not matter at fucking all. She's a good character. So it's quality over quantity, pretty much. She's a good character. Hollywood cannot write one worth a damn nowadays. So I literally say we would not be calling it woke. We would not be calling it woke. And here I'm kind of like, in so many words, because Twitter only allows you so many characters, laying it out. And what does the fool respond with? That's exactly what you disregard to cry woke. So I lay it out that we would not call it woke if we were published today. We would not call the scene in the movies woke or anything like that because it's in the books. It's still read today, things like that. It's because she's a good character. Doesn't matter to these people. Doesn't fucking matter to these people, alright? That's exactly what so basically, I lay it out, and he says, I'm not listening to what you're saying, I'm not reading what you're saying because you would disregard it anyway, and to simply call it woke. He's telling this to a fucking woman as he's writing this, saying I would call it woke. That I would call it woke. It must be my internalized misogyny here, folks. It must be my internalized misogyny, basically running in full tilt right now. Because he's completely disregarding everything I say. Everything I say. Everything I say. So, be prepared, folks. Be prepared. And if you have your copies, here it is. I'm going to read it, because again, they're claiming we would call this scene woke. Right here in the book. Alright? Okay? Now this is Fellowship 2 Towers and Return of the King all in one. But here it is. Return of the King, Battle of Pelennor Fields. Okay? The he in the first paragraph I read is Merry. Okay? Then out of the blackness in his mind he thought that he heard Durnhelm speaking. Yet now the voice seemed strange, recalling some other voice that he had known. Okay? He is Merry. Begone, foul Demerlake, Lord of Carrion. Leave the dead in peace. A cold voice answered, Come not between the Nazgul and his prey, or he will not slay thee in thy turn. He will bear thee away to the houses of lamentation, beyond all darkness, where thy flesh shall be devoured, and thy shriveled mind be left naked to the lidless eye. Okay, this is the Witch King talking. A sword rang as it was drawn. So you hear the sword being drawn out of its sheath. Do what you will, but I will hinder it if I may. Hinder me, thou fool. No living man can hinder me. Okay, so there's the prophecy, right fucking there. No living man can hinder me. Okay? Then Merry heard of all sounds in that hour the strangest. It seemed that Durnhelm laughed, and the clear voice was like the ring of steel. Okay, don't you love that? Ring of steel. but no living man am I. You look upon a woman. Eowyn I am, Eowyn's daughter. You stand between me and my lord and kin. She's talking about King Theoden right here. Be gone if you be not deathless. For living or dark undead, I will smite you if you touch him. For living or dead, I will smite you if you touch him. Right? Now, I'm not going to go into the full scene because anybody who's read the books, anybody who's seen the movies know that she's able to dispatch, pretty much kill the Witch King with the help of Merry, who is a halfling, a hobbit. Right? Merry stabs the Witch King from behind in the leg, and Eowyn smites the Witch King. He's dead. So, trying not to trivialize that moment here, but pretty much they found the fucking loophole. Tolkien was able to weave in a little bit of irony in that prophecy. The prophecy is, no living man can hinder me. Well, no living man did, because he was defeated by a hobbit and a woman. And no one cared. No one cared, because both characters, Eowyn and Merry, were quality characters. You grew to love these characters as the story progressed because that was actual character development. It was an actual character arcs. Merry went from just jovial, not having a care in the world, things like that, because like he's basically been sheltered in the Shire his pretty much his entire life, and has now had his eyes open to the world by traveling with the Fellowship to destroy the One Ring, and is now on service to King Theoden of Rohan. So he is basically, in a year, having to mature. Same with Pippin, having to mature. Samwise and Frodo as well. So it didn't fucking matter that Eowyn was a woman. She could have been written as a man in this scene and had some other twist of irony to the prophecy, and no one would have cared because it was the qualities, I said, of the character, not the fact that she was female. But, again, like I said, get ready, folks, because we are going to be seeing more of this. The more criticisms get levied against Rings of Power, especially from Tolkien fans who are pointing out the lore inaccuracy, the poor storytelling, the bastardization of characters and so forth. Get ready. More of these are going to pop up. More of these are going to pop up in the future. And I'll be talking about more of this most likely on the Cringe Factory tonight, as well as on the Rings of Power spoiler breakdown I do every Saturday after the premiere of the week's episode. This week will be episode 3 that I will be watching and reviewing, God help me, pretty much. And then doing a spoiler live stream breakdown review, essentially, the following day. So, look for that. Again, well, what are your thoughts down in the comments below? Do you agree with this individual here and think that we'd be calling it woke? Do you disagree with this individual? What's your, of the Lord of the Rings, or even The Hobbit, but like, of those books, what's your favorite? Which one's your favorite? Which one do you prefer? Do you like the original Lord of the Rings trilogy? Did you even like the Hobbit trilogy, pretty much? Let me know all that fun stuff down in the comments below. Are you watching Rings of Power? What do you think of that so far? If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, share on social media if you will. I will be live on my YouTube channel later on this evening for Cringe Factory. It'll be a Rings of Power 3rd edition because Lord knows they give us plenty of cringe to talk about in regards with that show and so forth. So tune in for that about 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is Mara Jade. Catch you on the dark side. And stupid people should not be allowed to breed. There should be a law against that.